Bitching is a natural thing. Holding it or just complain. Bitching makes you feel so good. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Good morning. Where's my I don't know where he is.
That's right. I'm bitching and I don't care what you think.
My name is Bianca.
Welcome to our comedy
Curtis.
video blog. Number 5002.
Something.
We were talking about something recently and it was about religion.
Yeah.
Now I know in religion we can talk on and on and on.
Yeah.
Because they're foolish people.
There's a lot of religions. A lot of rules.
Man, when I start thinking about religion. Well, you know what? Maybe, is it really religion? Is it doctrine? Is it religion?
Some do go to doctrine, yeah.
But it is ridiculous. I don't know. I guess we need something to believe in. We can't believe in ourselves. No, we can't believe in ourselves.
Yeah, something to hold on to.
Because we're a mess. Well, as a human beings, we're a mess. So we need something. But I had this thing. I'm wondering why. But this is something that most religions agree on. That you shouldn't have sex unless you're married. Are they out of their minds? Could you imagine what the world would be like if you had 50 million horny people every day going to work? This would not be pretty. It would not be pretty. What do you think? Now, what's the reason behind this? This not have what? You get upset. You should not have sex. Now, this is funny. Like
save yourself.
It
for
doesn't.
the one man.
Well, it doesn't work for the priest.
Well, then you're going to be
do
like
work for the priest?
frustrated.
Priests
no,
are
the
having,
priest probably doesn't do
priests are having sex with little boys because you can't have sex before you're married.
Yeah, but they don't marry.
Yeah, but that's why they have sex
yeah.
with little boys. Why don't you really cheat and go get a woman? Now we can handle it. A priest, we're courting. He was having sex, not with a young girl who was 12. I'm talking about a regular woman, one of your parishioners. And we can handle that. But with little boys, come on. And little girls, and then these guys are the guys. You have to really think about this. They spend all this, they spend most of their time praying to God. Most of the time talking about God.
We have to listen to them because they kind of know it better, or they're preaching the word of God.
They don't know crap.
Behind the curtains, they're messing around.
But this.
So why would you believe somebody that's doing stuff like that?
Well, listen, we're human beings, and that means that we're subject to error and they're subject to fail. And the thing is that you can't put yourself on a godlike pedestal and think that you're going to maintain that. And that's what you're doing, is that you're becoming inhuman. Come on. You imagine, like you said, now one thing that I do believe in, that one of the main functions for men and women on this planet is to procreate. I think that is one of the most strongest urges that you have, even though people don't do it. I still don't get that either. Even though people decide, I'm not going to be a parent because I don't want no children. I wish your parents would have said that shit about you, because you wouldn't be here now. But I think that one of the major things is that this is our means of longevity, is that we have our genes are passed on, and that some of us, an essence of us, lives on through other people. And I said, and when you start messing around with those natural things like eating, drinking, having sex, that's important too. Going to the bathroom. If you start messing with people with those things, those kind of things where people will get really crazy because they're necessary. Starve somebody and see what kind of person they'll become. Then you wonder why the guy's stealing, robbing, and killing because he's hungry.
Yeah.
So those kind of illness.
So you're equating that if you don't have sex at all and waiting for somebody to marry you. That might not be the person either.
But this is why pornography industry is so big. This is why prostitution is so big. These are the reasons why. It's because people are trying to do something that's not natural. And we can't cut it. We can't do this. It's a ridiculous phenomenon. But it also, I said, but listen, I heard this before about someone said, well, the reason why you should get married is because it creates a stable environment for the child, and also that it brings a connection between stability between men and women. So you have a wife and he has a wife. So you're not all having sex with one.
Well,
with
how many divorces have we had? Too many, because sometimes it just doesn't work.
Well, most of the time it just doesn't work.
No, most of the time it just
Well,
doesn't
I
work.
mean, you look around and you look honestly. Look around and see how many married people that appear to be happy.
Yeah.
Normally they're on drugs.
Or they're out drinking together.
But
or they're going to the girls' parties.
Yeah, but the truth is like I said, is this really? Is this really a natural?
What, to get married?
Yeah, is it a natural? Is it a natural phenomenon? Is it something that is necessary? Now, I think partnership might be a needed thing, but maybe even partnership is a temporary.
Oh, but I definitely think that kids should grow up with two parents.
Well, I believe that children
with only a male or only a female.
Well, the thing is that a child will have two parents, no matter if he's there or not. So a child does have two parents. Now the question is if one's there and if one's not. And it would be nice now. Well, let's be for real, right? I'm sure there's a lot of people who came from families where there was two parents, but this is what they woke up to. You bitch! Yeah. Shut up! You know good well. I'll kill you. So
I think the most important thing is that there's love and understanding and a place to grow for the kids. And if that's two women or two men or...
But that's asking for a lot. That's asking for two people from two different consciousness to come together and provide an equally agreed upon relationship that's going to nurture children. Now let's see, you can't get the president to do that with his wife, or a country, or it's something that's possible, but that means that the individuals have to evolve into something more than what we are, than these selfish individuals who want what we want.
Yeah, and then also when sometimes a child is there, all of a sudden, then we talked about this before, but then the relationships change already. Because first you had completely different needs and desires, and all of a sudden you cannot go out or do something nice together anymore. Because you have to take care of the kid.
I think children, see, this is where I think the problem comes with children and in the relationship, is that we should do like animals do with their babies. After 3 years old, kick them the hell out. They gotta go
grow up.
Fend on their own stuff, you know. You teach them shit for like 3 years, like, this is how you make pancakes, this is how you pour the milk, this is how you put your clothes on. Okay, in 3 years, you get your ass out of here. And you know what? And then you can go back to your relationship.
But they don't live long. They don't live like 70, 80 years.
All right, let's see. Okay, monkeys. Yeah. Now, how long do monkeys stay with their parents? 5, 6 years? They get thrown out. No, but you know, the only thing is that, and this is interesting about apes, is that they live in communities. Mm-hmm. And see,
so others take care of the baby, not just the parents.
And that's what
also the aunt.
But we used to do that.
We used to do that,
and it was
and that works.
easier. It was easier for everybody. Easier. And also there was not. See, this is the funny part, is that living like that in the community, what happened is that there was information sharing. So you didn't just get one side of the coin. Yep. You got the whole spectrum where everybody put their 2 cents in, and then the child becomes, and maybe this is why my generation is a little more functional than the kids that you see now. It's because everybody's sheltered and there's no community.
And most parents work or are depressed.
Well, what are your children learning from? Yeah. From television? Good place.
Or the babysitter. Or childcare.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. We're going to have a wonderful time in the old town tonight. Okay. That's it for religion and babies and getting married.
And everything that came along.
And get married. Somebody.
Bye.